I am chaos upon the verse. Interplanetary energies, been a cosmic refugee to get deep. Metamorphosize the funk. Cause my level of my bass and my treble is strictly tied in. Pure chaos. Adding to the jam, not the jiff. So come along, we bread, spit it on thick. Now some say demented, some say it's sick. Say fighting for the justice is old politics. But heal through my beak. I reach through the streets and the mountain valley peaks for more than merely techniques. So rhythm to praise. Cosmic rays keep me open. Never catch me choking, Solomon pulls deep, deeper, deepest, Atlantis a basement, straight from the core, I disintegrate the pavements, volcanics, erupting blue-black, so take your mental notes as we double on back for some golly data, no more Google and no Gaga, brother turns data as we whoop up new batters, fresh off the lips like the cock wants the hen, prepare your mind, run to your children, in the valleys and the seas, I can hear it in the breeze, dark sudden riders, family handle this, on set for sun, you know we merge for the one that's the dark sudden riders, family handle it, no matter narrow path coming, if it's wide open range, I release, the energies are mentally maintained, evolution is the weapon and you're my target, as the dark sudden riders, family handle this, handle this indeed, no second guessing, I ride out the session like the god that's possessed, I'm soaking the airwaves, the untamed chaotics, my cerebellum readings on the blink, I feel the zone, it's not the nickelback funk son, let's be easy, no rush me for no L's, kid, no minds, I'll make them wheezy, I'm in a circle for purpose of my virtues, primo energy, cipher does the wonders, as we build within the guild, solar one, keeps the dark and funky black moving with the sons, of the fathers, one time for your mind, enticing, strictly for refinement on your spine, this revelation will unlock and unravel, prepare for travel, begin the ending, focus presidents, non-bubble bench, never to diffuse or deter the God sent, I throw my knotted rope for the knuckle firm grip, to pull up the ground from the dark sun cliff, when I'm traveling the seas, I can hear it in the breeze, dark sun riders, family handle this, on set for sun, you know we merge for the one, that's the dark sun riders, family handle it, no matter narrow path coming, if it's wide open range, I release, the energies are mentally maintained, evolution is the weapon, you're the target, as the dark sun riders, family handle this, it's a house of eclipse, first wave attack, I can feel it hit my bones, I can feel it hit my back, it's the down home rhythm, so you know we rise up, to do the right thing, it's time to give them what they want, as I storm in like fluids when the world's on fire, I avoid the heathen and straight praise the ire, enough principles as I vibe and I pull, less chemicals, keep my body vitals, know there's no bull as I keep my mind full, quite flexible so you know it's understood, this is dedicated to the ones who couldn't greet me, call me devil cause I came in super freaky, black boots, black wings, my thing, the old double D in the dark sun swing, yes roots man from the center of the earth, I represent the funk through birth quite enough, from verb to vibe, from dark to sun, there's the freaky dicky tones of the gods they hun, if the mortals don't get it and it don't see Ben, resurrect me with my mic, I'll go at it again, it's like this y'all, like that, it's on the dark sun in, definite the rock, it's like
Peace. I'm making this video in response to Anton Beatty and those like him who criticize the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad that Master Farad Muhammad is Allah, the Supreme Being. Now I know that in my last video when I talked about the sinking of the USS Thresher and the plane full of white dignitaries that crashed in France, brothers say, no, that's too far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? That's Elijah Muhammad said that and Malcolm X said that, and that's just how they feel. You know what I'm saying? That's not real. Master Farad Muhammad didn't sink that ship and make that airplane crash. Okay. So since you don't want to listen to the power of Master Farad Muhammad coming from the mouth of his messenger or coming from the mouth of Minister Malcolm X, let's listen to it from the mouth of the white man. Because I know brothers and sisters, they accept that. Let's look at when the Nation of Islam had an incident with the Mafia. And we can read about this incident in the New York Times, June 29th, June 14th, 1969, New York Magazine, July 24th, 1972, Life Magazine, March 3rd, 1972, and you could read it from Google Books, the New York Magazine article, and the Life Magazine article. Now we're going to read the New York Magazine article. It says, and it starts on page 49. It says, a federal tap on Sam the plumber's office a few years ago revealed for the first time that black power could make the mafia back down. I want to stop right there and read that part again. It says a federal tap on Sam the plumber's office a few years ago revealed for the first time that black power could make the mafia back down. Let's go on. It says it appeared that Rosario, the son of somebody, a lieutenant, had been assaulted with a shovel by a black man named Matthew Shoemate, who not only worked on a construction job with the mafioso's son, but was a member of the Nation of Islam. As a result of the fight, Rosario suffered broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and was hospitalized for a week. It says sources advised subject's family was infuriated by Shoemate's actions. Then it goes on to talk about how the family had meetings to figure out how they was going to retaliate against the brother. It says sources advised it was first decided that Shoemate would be physically beaten, then that Shoemate was to be murdered with a knife, and again that Shoemate should be killed with a pistol. Then it says, however, due to the possibility that the Nation of Islam might learn that subject's family was responsible for Shoemate's death and cause an all-out war, subject decided to let this incident cool off for a month and persuaded the interested members of his family to take no immediate action. Now, let's read that again. Because it says that not that they felt like the Nation of Islam would find out. They said that it was a possibility that they might find out. And because of this possibility that they might find out and call an all-out war, it was like, nah, we gotta let this cool off. Let's read a little bit further. It says, subject told Frank, his underboss, on June 1st, that he had met with Carlo Gambino on that day and told him of this incident. It says Gambino told subject that a La Cosa Nostra member can ask for satisfaction in such an incident, but does not get it if there is a risk of destroying the Borgata or the family. So even Carlo Gambino said, yeah, you usually would get satisfaction, but you never get it if it's a possibility that we could lose the whole family. Now this is what New York Magazine said about this incident. This is what New York Times said about this incident. This is what Life Magazine says about this incident, because I know you don't want to hear the power of Master Farad Muhammad coming from the mouth of the messenger. You don't want to hear that. So maybe if you read an example of the power of Master Farad Muhammad coming from the white man's magazines and the white man's newspapers, maybe it'll be real to you. But let's read from the Muhammad Speaks, August 15, 1969, of what Brother Shoemate, how he felt. It says, Brother Shoemate fears no attackers because will of Allah rules all. Brother Shoemate said, I am a strong believer in Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. I don't believe anything could happen to me unless it be the will or unless it is the will of Allah. Now we know in the Nation of Islam that the Allah that Brother Shoemate is talking about is not some spirit and it's not some spook. He's talking about God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And in this article, they said that for the first time, Black Power was able to make the Mafia back down. So when people try to say that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad got his teachings from our brother Marcus Garvey or from our brother Prophet Noble Jew Ali, this says for the first time. Now what's different about the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings from all of their teachings? His teachings came from Allah, because the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that he is the only divine leader that was sent to us. And they recognized this power was different from all the rest of this Black Power teachings and talk and organizations. Because they said this is the first time that Black Power was ever to make the Mafia stand down. So brothers and sisters, I don't know what else need to be said. But if we need more examples, we can give more examples.
See, this country was founded by crooked people, unrighteous people. On the foundation is unrighteousness, crookedness, no justice. Therefore, Allah had to come in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and give the power of justice to the original Asiatic black men under the gun in the United States. And in Detroit, we ran the devils out, to be continued.